now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. For the Yankees, Kubek at short, Lopez in left, Roger Maris in right, Mickey Mantle in center, Dale Long at first again tonight, John Blanchard catching, McDougald at second, Richardson at third, and Duren pitching. The Washington order will be given to you by Mel, and here he is with Tony Kubek and the first pitch.
The pitch is swung on and fouled back, strike one. Bob Stewart is umpiring back to the plate. Charlie Berry at first base, Larry Knapp at second, Frank Umont at third. Bertoia moves Leon on the grass. Don Lee to the windup delivers, and the pitch is fouled to the left of the plate, out of play in the stands. A two-strike count. 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Into the count now. And the pitch. Swung on. A ground ball hits the first. Killebrew up with it. Steps on first base. And Kubek is retired. Killebrew unassisted. Hector Lopez steps in, batting .286. Don Lee is making his 41st appearance for Washington. Used both as a reliever and starter. So he has been a starter primarily since July 30th. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. He's won 8 games and lost 6. The son of the former White Sox and Cleveland pitcher, Thornton Lee. The delivery swung on and fouled back to the screen. Lee is 1-3 against New York. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count on Hector Lopez. Now the pitch. Swung on. A roller hits the third. Bertoia has it near the bag. Throws on to first in time. Lopez grounds out. Third to first, Bertoia to Killebrew. Here's Roger Maris, batting .280. 2 down. First to the first. The Yankees have won 10 in a row. And 17 out of their last 21. Don Lee swings to the windup. Around comes the right arm. The pitch is a curveball, and it's over. Strike one. Lee was charged with a loss back on September 20th against the Yankees in the extra inning game when Era allowed the winning run to come in. Pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. 0-2 the count on Roger Maris. Don Lee, 6'4", 200-pounder. 26 years old, from Phoenix, Arizona. It'll be interesting tonight to see what Ryne Duren might be able to do in the role of a starter, in case he wants to give him some work. See if he can shape up as a possible competitor in the World Series starting 1 week from tomorrow. The next pitch is, it hits the bat handle and skips back to the plate. I couldn't tell whether it was inside or hit the bat. In other words, hit the mitt or hit the bat. Don Lee to the windup. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside. Jim Lemon in left, Lenny Green in center, Faye Throneberry in right, Reno Bertoia third, Zoilo Versalles short, Johnny Schaive second, Harmon Killebrew first, and Earl Battey doing catching. Don Lee's pitch to Maris is outside and high. Two away. First half, the first inning. Now Lee is ready, and the pitch is outside for ball 4. Maris draws a walk. Here's Mickey Mantle, batting .276. No score. It's the first half of the first. Lee ready. The pitch is high, ball 1. Day Long on deck. The right-hander to the stretch. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Don Lee to the stretch, and the pitch over the inside corner for a strike. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Maris on first. First half, the first inning. Don Lee into the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and lifted foul off to the left of the plate and out of play into the stand. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Don Lee checks with Earl Battey. He's into the stretch now. And the pitch. Curve is grounded. Backhanded beautifully by Killebrew. Throws to the pitcher, covering in time. And Mantle is out at first. As Killebrew, breaking over to his right, backhand of the ball to take a base hit away from Mantle. When the help of the pitcher gets him at first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. At the end of the first half, the first inning, New York nothing. Washington coming to bat.
Say, did you ever stop to think about the little things that add up to having a good day? Things like a bright, sunny morning, hot coffee, toast done just the way you like it. And when you hop in your car and you want the engine to start right up, to idle smoothly, to give good performance while you're on the go. Well, many times it's the little things that keep an engine running at its best, like a clean carburetor. Today's Atlantic Imperial gasoline is especially designed to clean your carburetor as you drive and to keep it clean. A clean carburetor means smoother performance and greater gasoline economy. Make every day a good day. Start off with Atlantic Imperial gasoline to keep your car on the go.
39 previous appearances. This is his 40th. His first start this season. He started in 1958 in September, right after the Yankees had clinched the pennant, worked 5 scoreless innings against Detroit. Reno Bertoia at bat. The first pitch is low for a ball. Ryne, in 39 games, has an earned run average of 4.60, giving up 22 earned runs. The 1-0 pitch to Bertoia. It's low and inside, ball 2. Ryne has struck out 58 and walked 40. As contrasted with his last 2 seasons with the Yankees, when in 44 appearances in 58, he had an earned run average of 2.01, just about 2 runs per game. Struck out 87, walked only 43. The 2-0 pitch gets low, ball 3. Last year, he had an earned run average of 1.87. Struck out 96, walked 43 in 77 innings. So he had 2 seasons there, almost the same. This year, he's had trouble with his control. The 3-0 pitch is in there for a strike, 3-1. More than ever, he's had trouble with his control. Walked 43. The same number that he walked each of the last 2 seasons. The 3-1 delivery. It's in there, strike 2, pops it down the middle, full count. He struck out 58 in the 43 innings he's worked. About 35 innings less than he's worked each of the previous 2 seasons. The payoff pitch, it's in there, strike 3. It kicks the bat as he tried to check it. Kicks the bat, and Johnny Blanchard held on to it. Reno Bertoia strikes out. Now coming up is Lenny Green. Lenny Green batting 396 for 320. Duren to the windup, and the pitch to the left-hand batter. It's in there, strike 1. It was in 1958 that Ryne appeared in the World Series. He worked in 3 games, pitching a total of 9 in the 3rd inning. He's credited with 1 win and charged with 1 loss in that series, which the Yankees made the remarkable comeback after being down in games 3-1 to win the world title from Milwaukee. The 1-strike pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2. It was a blur as it went by him. No balls, 2 strikes. Ryne suffered an injury late last season, and the crowd rushing onto the field as he came out of the bullpen to go to the dugout, bumped him, and he fell and fractured his wrist. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind-up and the pitch is low and inside. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jim Coates, we're delighted to say, is to rejoin the team. A 1-2 count now on Lenny Green. And the 1-2 pitch is a little bit inside. 2-2 the count. Lopez in left, Mantle in center, Maris in right, Richardson third, Kubek short, McDougald second, Long first, Blanchard catching. A 2-2 count on Lenny Green. And Duren goes to the windup. Here's the pitch, and it's low and inside for ball 3. 3-2. Balls, 2 strikes. Duren goes to the windup, and the 3-2 pitch is swung on it, missed. Strike 3. Outed that one by him. That had the old mustard on it. Now the batter is Harmon Killebrew, batting .283. No score. It's the last of the first. The 21st meeting between these clubs, they've each now won 10. Xanadu's had a 10-7 edge on New York. 10-10 now. Duren goes to the windup, and the pitch to Killebrew. It's low for a ball. The Yankees have the season series edge on all rivals except Washington. They would have to win tonight and tomorrow to do that. An even break would square the season series. The 1-0 pitch now to Killebrew. Ball 2, a little outside, 2-0. You hear that one pop in the big mitt. Two balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on it, missed. Strike 1, 2-1. McDougald looking over at Richardson and Kubek. They're all laughing and grinning. In this sense, I don't know what Ryne's going to do, but he has been throwing some bullets in there. A guy like Killebrew ever swings where the ball is, set a new world record. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A 2-2 count. Duren looks in, gets the sign from Blanchard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The windup, around comes the right arm. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on it. Missed. Strike 3, and Duren strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. At the end of the first inning, New York nothing, and Washington nothing. Elsewhere today, with second place at stake, the Baltimore Orioles slaughtered the Boston Red Sox 17-3. 17 runs, 18 hits, no errors. So 3 runs, 13 hits, and 3 errors. Kenny Brown, the winner. Jones relieved in the 8th. Ike DeLocke, the loser, early in the 2nd. Sturdivant in the 6th, and Casale in the 8th. Home runs, Brandt 1 on, Adair, Hanson 1 on. Gili hit 1 for Boston. Tonight, Detroit at Chicago, Cleveland at Kansas City. While in the National League, Cincinnati at Pittsburgh will find Perky against Cheney. Milwaukee at Philadelphia, Jay and Roberts. Chicago's at San Francisco, St. Louis at Los Angeles. In the first half of the second inning, Dale Long will lead off for New York, Johnny Blanchard on deck, and Gil McDougald to follow. Dale Long with 13 for 32 for New York, batting .406. Dale Long, a former Pirate, will be facing his teammate in the World Series, former teammate. Here's the pitch, the curveball outside. While Bill Burton, who once belonged to the Yankees and traded to the Cardinals, and then from the Cardinals to the Pirates, will be facing his one-time organization. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back out of play. 1-1. Louis Arroyo also was with the Pirates for a brief time. And Hal Smith of the Pirates also belonged to the Yankees, so it's one of those things. Here's the pitch that's in there for a strike. Curveball. Boys do get around. One ball, two strikes. Don Lee's delivery. Outside the ball, 2-2. Long would be a little extra dangerous in this part because he can reach left center. Here's the pitch, and it's inside the letters. Ball 3. The left center is a good home run target here. And while he's a left-handed hitter and can pull the ball, he also has power to left center. Here's the payoff pitch on its way. Swung on, lined over third down the left field line. It's a fair ball going into the corner. Long around first, heads for 2. And the ball is touched by a fan out there. And Long is credited with the ground rule double. Dale Long hit down the left field line instead of left center. And got himself a double. His third double. He has had 14 hits with the Yankees. And 6 of them have been for extra bases. 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 homers. Johnny Blanchard up, batting .250. Swings, fouls it back onto the screen. Strike 1, 0-1. The Washington Senators are a game and a half back of Cleveland in the battle for 4th place. No balls, 1 strike. No score, second inning. Dale Long leads off second base. Don Lee to the stretch. The pitch swung on. There's the drive to deep right field. That ball is going way back, and it is up against the scoreboard. Dale Long now breaks for third. There's Blanchard around second on his way to third. The relay in, and Blanchard goes into third with a stand-up triple. The ball hits him on the back, bounces away from Bertoia, and Blanchard goes on in to score. The relay in hit Blanchard right back on the back and bounced on by Bertoia and went into the stand. So Blanchard gets himself a triple. And there's an error on the relay in. Throneberry to Versalles to Bertoia. And there'll be an error charged to Versalles. It is 2-0 New York. Blanchard rocked a triple off the right center field scoreboard, getting his first triple of the season, 14 runs batted in. And now the batter, Gil McDougald, takes a pitch that's in there for a strike. The relay came in to Schaive instead of Versalles. Schaive is charged with the error on the throw to third. Now the delivery. Swung on, hits sharply to short. Versalles up with it, throws on to first base, and McDougald is retired. Gil, who is hitting .262, grounds out short to first. Bobby Richardson hitting .252 at bat, and the pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. 2-0 New York. And the pitch. In there, strike 2. That ball Blanchard hit would have been a home run in the right center field bleachers at Yankee Stadium. Now the delivery. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Got about a 40-foot high fence here. One ball, 2 strikes. Now the delivery to Bobby. Curveball outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery to Bobby. Swung on and fouled to the right of the plate on the ground. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. pitch is swung on and grounded foul down the third base line. A 2-2 count. Don Lee all set. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back behind the plate, out of play. Two balls, two strikes, one away. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside. 3-2 count. The payoff pitch to Bobby Richardson. Swung on, grounded slowly to short. Charged by the shortstop. One hand that puts the first in time on a tremendous play by Versalles. He came racing in at top speed from deep short. Scooped the ball up on the infield grass and fired off balance to get Richardson. He can move pretty rapidly himself. 2 down, and here's Ryne Duren. Duren is nothing for 5. Don Lee's pitch is in there, strike 1. 2-0 New York. First half of the second. The 1-strike pitch. It's in there, strike 2. 0-2. Ryan looking over the pitch a little. And the next pitch is high, ball 1. He overlooked that. A 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. He had his cut, and the side's retired. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left on. At the end of an inning and a half, New York 2, Washington nothing.
And now back to the ball game.
But first, a reminder that ball is coming to you over Quality Modern, WOKO 1460 on your radio dial in Albany, New York. WOKO time 29 minutes before 9 o'clock.
The last half of the second inning. 2-0 New York. Jim Lemon leads off. Faye Throneberry on deck and Earl Battey to follow. Jim Lemon is in the running for the home run title with Mantle and Maris. And he'll be swinging to that fence. He has 38. Mantle 38, Maris 39. Duren's delivery. In there, strike 1. 0-1. Next pitch. Fastball is a little high. Almost had him cutting at it. 1-1 the count. Jim had 33 homers last year. Batted 279. Has 100 runs batted in. He drove in 100 last year. Hitting 267 this season. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. A 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes. strikes out. And Duren got that bread and butter pitch over that time. That's the pitch that tails into a right-hand hitter up around the letters. And he's been wild that pitch a lot this season. 4 batters, 4 strikeouts. Here's Faye Throneberry, batting .250. Duren to the windup and the pitch. Hits the ball a little high. Decor and Bill Burwell scouting the Yankees for the Pirates. The 1-0 delivery of the left-hand hitter. Throneberry takes high and away, ball 2, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0 delivery. And it's over. Strike 1. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's over. Strike 2. 2-2. And a buzz in the fifth. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two to count on Faye Throneberry. Duren to the windup and the pitch. Swung on it, missed. Strike 3, please. He fired that ball by him. Whoop. This looks like the old Ryne Duren. 5 men, 5 strikeouts. Earl Battey steps up, hitting .272. Cookie Lavigetto is hollering over the Yankee dugout. Get him out of there. He's sticking over the cage here. Get him out of there. Lavigetto. Take him out. Unfair to the batters. Duren to the windup. The pitch is high, ball 1. That can sail very high. One ball, no strike. Duren just tied a record. Most consecutive strikeouts at the start of the game. American League record. 5. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. The Major League record is 9, but that's an old record going back to 1894 of 9. But the modern record, Walter Johnson in 1912 and Lefty Gomez with the Yankees in 1937. Struck out the first 5 men they faced. Tied by Duren here. The 1-1 pitch swung on and a ground ball hits the short. Kubek up with it, throws over to first in time. The side's retired. And the crowd cheered as Battey got hold of the ball. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Ryne, as he walks off the field, probably doesn't realize how close he came to establishing a record. At the end of an inning and a half, check that, at the end of 2 innings, the Yankees 2, the Senators nothing.
If uneven performance in gasoline waste due to a dirty carburetor are getting you down, use new Atlantic Imperial. The gasoline that cleans your carburetor and keeps it clean.
Walter Johnson in 1912 for Washington, Lefty Gomez for the Yankees in 1937. Dazzy Vance for the Dodgers in 1926. Now Tony Kubek up. takes the ball. They all struck out 5. And now Ryne Duren gets his name in the record book. In company of Walter Johnson, Lefty Gomez, and Dazzy Vance. Hector Kubek is swung on and fouled off out of play. Too bad we didn't have a pipeline down here and tell him to rear back and put your name to have a new record, you know. Here's the pitch from Don Lee, and it's high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back out of play. 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes. 2-0 New York, 3rd inning. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled back out of play. Don Lee delivers. And it's in there, called strike 3. Kubek is called out on strike. Second strikeout victim, the Washington pitcher. And here's Hector Lopez, who grounded out to 3rd in the 1st inning, batting .285. 2-0 New York. It's the 1st of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Now the pitch is swung on and hits down the 3rd baseline. Foul. Just foul. Nothing in 2. Frank Humont had to jump to get away from that ball. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Curveball outside, gets away from Battey. A 1-2 count on Hector Lopez. Whitey Ford will tune up tomorrow night. Then Friday night at Yankee Stadium when the Boston Red Sox come in to wind up the season. Art Ditmar. Here's the pitch. Underhand pitch is outside. 2-2. Bob Curley Saturday afternoon, Ralph Terry on Sunday. Ted Williams in his farewell appearances at Yankee Stadium Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. The 2-2 pitch. Lopez lifts a high foul to the right of the plate, out of play. Balls, 2 strikes. Now the pitch swung on to a high foul down the right field line, out of play. New York 2, Washington nothing. It's the 3rd inning. Right-hander Don Lee delivers. Lopez fouls another one off. This one in the upper deck, behind the plate. Again, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lined to short for the out. Lopez lines out to Versalles. With 2 down, up comes Roger Maris, who drew a walk in the 1st inning. Rod batting .280. pitch and misses for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped foul of it up to the plate. Bertoia comes over and can't get it. 1-1 the count. Ball is in behind us. He can't see what's happening, but judging by the crowd reaction, something did. The 1-1 pitch swung on, line to second, right at Schaive for the out. Sides retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. And at the end of 2.5 innings, the score, New York 2, Washington nothing.
Are you really satisfied with the way your car has been acting lately? Maybe it's nothing you can actually put your finger on. More frequent stalling, perhaps, or rough idling. Less miles per gallon. Now your trouble could be a dirty carburetor. Something that can happen to any car, even a relatively new one. You see, exhaust fumes and other air contaminants get by your air cleaner and build up deposits on the carburetor wall near the throttle plate. Even a small amount of these deposits can cause the throttle plate to feed an improper mixture of air and gasoline to your engine. And the result is rough performance and actual gasoline waste. But now you can eliminate the problems caused by a dirty carburetor with new Atlantic Imperial gasoline. Atlantic Imperial actually cleans your carburetor as you drive and keeps it clean. So to end stalling, rough idling, and gasoline waste due to a dirty carburetor, use Atlantic Imperial, the gasoline that adds pleasure to your driving and keeps your car on the go.
273, that's 3 for 11. Right-hand batter. Ryne Duren, making his second start with the Yankees, won in 1958 after a pennant clincher in September. Goes to the windup, around comes the right arm, the pitch, swung on and fouled back to first, into the stand, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Now the 1-strike pitch. Fastball cut on and fouled back to the screen. Strike 2, 0-2. A 2-strike pitch. Phil's not with us tonight. He'll be back on Friday night at Yankee Stadium. 2-strike count on John Schaive. He's guarding up plate now. He's bending at the knees. Duren into the windup. And the pitch. Swung on. There's a fly ball down the right field line. Is dropping. Foul. Count remains 2 strikes. And 2 the count on Schaive. Duren goes to the windup and the pitch. Swung on, line foul down the right field line. Schaive guarding at plate, just poking at the ball instead of swinging hard. Nothing to the count on Johnny Schaive. Duren to the windup and the pitch. Swung on and he misses it, but so does Blanchard, and Schaive reaches first base. That's the strikeout. That's with the runner reaching first. The ball got away from Blanchard. is Zoilo Versalles. Strike out on a pass ball. Zoilo Versalles coming up. Right-hand batter. And the pitch. That ball gets away from Blanchard, and they got him trapped. Schaive's spike got hung up. They throw down to Dale Long. He tagged Schaive out, but John tried to stop right quick. When he started second, he saw that Blanchard grabbed the ball, and his spikes caught, his body twisted around, and I'm afraid he's seriously hurt. He just couldn't get untracked, and he's lying there now on the base path. There was stretchers coming out now. You see the Yankees going through the play in a sort of a half-hearted kind of way. I mean, he was lying there. Had to go through the play, but what happened, he started to break towards second, and he saw the ball pop out of the middle of Blanchard. And then when John recovered quickly, he thought to stop and go back, but the spikes got caught and the body swung around, the foot didn't move, and I'm afraid he might have suffered a severe sprain or fracture. I hope, of course, it isn't a fracture. They're taking him off the field now on a stretcher. Now, he's holding his right knee. Boy, it went to bread and butter. Ellis! Ellis pointed his knee. Ellis Clary coaching at third. So when we get a report, we'll pass it on to you. Schaive is out. Blanchard to Long. Now they pitch to Versalles. And it's outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Billy Consolo going down the bullpen to loosen up. A 2-0 count. Goes to the windup and the pitch. In there, strike one, 2-1. Zoilo Versalles, shortstop at bat. Now the pitch, swung on to a high pop-up. In the very short right, and Dougal backs up from second. Maris right behind him, but Gill's under it and makes the catch. 2 down in third. 2-0 New York, and the batter will be Don Lee. 5 for 41. New York 2, Washington nothing. It's the last of the third. Ryne Duren into the windup, and the pitch is swung on and pops up into the air around the mound. Bobby Richardson moves in under it. Now Bobby moves with it and makes the catch. He had stopped and looked in at Blanchard. Blanchard looked at him, and Blanchard's nowhere near the ball. Then Bobby started again and caught it in the basket catch. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. At the end of 3 innings of play, in New York, 2 runs. The game's only 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on. The Senators 1 error. If you just tuned in, Long doubled in the second, scored on Blanchard's triple, and when the relay into third hit Blanchard on the back and bounded away, he scored. Duren tied a record by striking out the first 5 men, equaling a record held by Walter Johnson, Lefty Gomez, and Dazzy Vance, most strikeouts starting a game. As we get ready now to move into the 4th inning, Mickey Mantle, Dale Long, and Johnny Blanchard will be coming up. I'd like to take a moment to remind you that the Red Sox will be at the stadium Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. I know you'll want to come out to bid farewell to Ted Williams, an all-time great. And his last appearance as an active player, according to Tom Yawkey, the owner of the Red Sox. And the Yankee fans will want to come out and salute the new American League champions. Mantle grounded to first in the first inning. Lee's pitch swung on and fouled back, strike 1. Two to nothing New York, 4th inning. Lee's next pitch swung on and missed, strike 2, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. In there, called strike 3. Got the inside corner. 1 away. Up comes Dale Long. He doubled to left in the second inning. Nothing New York, first to the 4th. They pitched along, curveball over, strike 1. The 1-strike pitch swung on and bounced foul down the first baseline. 2 strikes. Here's Lee's delivery. It's low for a ball. 1-2. 2-0 New York, first to the 4th. The 1-2 delivery to Long almost hits him as he backs him up. 2-2. He's apparently looking for the ball away from him and got one in on him. The 2-2 pitch. Change up is in there nicely. Called strike 3. Caught him with a let-up curve. 2 away. Don Lee coming up with another strikeout. 4 altogether. Here's John Blanchard, who rocked the triple off the scoreboard in right center in the second inning. The pitch, fastball over, strike 1. 2-0 New York in the 4th inning. And the next pitch is in there, curveball, strike 2, and Lee's picking up where Duren left off. Only he's doing it a little different way. More breaking stuff, occasional fastball. Not as fast as Ryne, but quick. And the 2-strike pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and he strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. At the end of 3.5 innings, New York 2, Washington nothing. The last half of the 4th inning. Reno Bertoia leading off. Lenny Green on deck, and Harmon Killebrew to follow. Jim Sassoni's gone to center in place of Mickey Mantle. Ryne Duren getting ready to pitch. Into the windup, and the delivery swung on, and it's lined out over second into center for the first hit off Duren. Sassoni throws the ball back in to second base. Reno Bertoia singled off Duren for the Senators' first hit. Here's Lenny Green, the strikeout victim in the first inning. Batting .299. Duren into the stretch. And the pitch. It's high for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Checks now with Blanchard. Bertoia leads away from first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped foul behind the plate, and the ball is out of play. 1-1 the count now. One ball, one strike. Delivery. Swung on, lined out into center, and Sassoni grabs it for the out. Goes back in to Kubek as Bertoia retreats to first. Green lines to center. Now here's Harmon Killebrew. Hitting .282. Duren was real strong the first 7 batters. First 6 batters, I'll put it that way. Ryne to the stretch. Bertoia leading away from first. The pitch to Killebrew. It's over, strike 1. 0-1. Harmon Killebrew at bat and Jim Lemon on deck. 2-0 in favor of New York. It's the last of the 4th. Into the stretch, Bertoia leading away from first. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. He went for a high one. 2-strike count on Killebrew. No balls, 2 strikes. Duren all set, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Killebrew strikes out. 7 strikeouts for Duren. And up comes Jim Lemon. Batting .266. 2 away. Reno Bertoia on first base. Ryne gets the sign. Bertoia moving off first, the stretch by the right-hander. Looks over at the runner. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swung on and hit sharply by second into right field for a base hit. As the runner starting to third, and he gets back into second. Bertoia had rounded second, stumbled a bit. Larry put up the stop sign, and Bertoia stopped. The throw was cut off by Kubek, a flip back to McDougald, but Bertoia returned to second safely. Jim Lemon hit a slider past second to right field for a base hit. I think the opposite field. Now here is Faye Throneberry, struck out in the second inning. Eli Gerba begins to warm up. Bertoia on second, and Lemon on first. It's 2 away in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to the left-hand batter, and it's a ball outside. Faye Throneberry up, Earl Battey on deck. One ball, no strike. Bertoia moves off second, Lemon off first. The pitch to Throneberry. Swung on and missed. Strike one, 1-1. A 1-1 count. Duren takes the stretch. Runners lead away. The pitch is high for a ball. A 2-1 count on Throneberry. Yankees leading 2-0. It's the last of the 4th. Reno Bertoia on second, getting the first hit off Duren in the game, and Jim Lemon, who got the second hit, on first base. Ready for the 2-1 pitch now to the left-handed hitting Faye Throneberry. Here it is, and it is. He takes it. He almost swung. Ball 3. Just laid off. 3-1. Earl Battey on deck. Three balls, 1 strike. Runners lead away from first and second, 2 away. And the 3-1 pitch. It's low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Throneberry draws a walk. That's the first issued by Duren. Moving Bertoia to third, Lemon to second. 3 on, 2 out, and the batter, Earl Battey. Grounded to short in the second inning. Hitting .271. Stocky catcher, right-hand hitter. Three men on, 2 out. 3 men lead away. The windup and the pitch to Earl Battey. Swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. He's just chopping that ball now. He's trying to meet it. Bertoia leading off third. Lemon off second. Throneberry off first. Yankees 2, Senators nothing. Duren goes to the rosin bag, and the runners move back. Now they all move off again. Duren gets the sign. Runners widen their lead. The windup. Here's the pitch, and Battey picks low outside. Nice save by Blanchard. 1-1 the count. And the backhand that pitch. One ball, 1 strike. Reno Bertoia moves off third. Jim Lemon off second. Faye Throneberry off first. The windup. In comes the pitch, and it is in there. Strike 2. Slider got the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. again, the windup, and the pitch is a changeup, and it's bounced foul down the third base line. Duren in that big motion threw the floater up there. One ball, two strikes. 2 out, 3 on, 2-0 New York, fourth inning. Reno Bertoia moves off third, Jim Lemon off second, Faye Throneberry off first. Duren gets the sign from Johnny Blanchard. Time now asked for by Battey, granted by plate umpire Bob Stewart. Battey back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 3 men aboard. Duren leaning forward, gets the sign for the windup. In comes the pitch, and Battey takes it outside for ball 2. 2-2. Duren started off the mound, thought he had it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A 2-2 count. Bertoia off third, Lemon off second, Throneberry off first. The windup. Here's the pitch, and Battey takes it low, ball 3. Full count now. The 3 men will be off and running with the pitch. Full count for the bases loaded. Bertoia on third, Lemon on second, and Throneberry on first. Duren gets the sign. 3 men start to run. The windup and the pitch. Low, ball 4. And a run is forced across the plate. Battey walks. Bertoia scores. Lemon stops at third, Throneberry at second, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Battey is credited with his 58th run batted in. And here now is Philly Consolo, who replaced Johnny Schaive, who suffered a pulled muscle in the insertion of the right knee, just below the knee. Philly Consolo, right-hand batter, and the pitch is low outside, ball 1. Consolo hitting .204. Eli Gerber's been warming up. 3 men on. Long. Now the windup by Duren. Swung on. High foul. This one. Long is getting under it. And makes the catch. And the side's retired. Consolo fouls out for Long. 1 run for Washington. 2 hits. No Yankee errors. 3 men left on. At the end of 4 innings of play, New York, 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors. 1 left on. Washington, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on. We pause for station identification.
At 1460 on your radio dial, this is Quality Modern, WOKO in Albany, New York. WOKO's time, 18 minutes past 9 o'clock.
As we move to the 5th inning of the 2-1 game, New York leading, your host, the Brewers of Ballantine Ale. The only ale that gives you the big taste that comes from Brewers Gold. Hope you'll try Ballantine Ale. It's the genuine. Gil McDougald batting in the 5th inning. The pitch from Lee gets away, it's outside, gets away from Battey, ball 1. McDougald grounded to short in the 2nd inning. Richardson is on deck. Duren's scheduled to follow, but we've got Eli Gerber still warming up, so may bat for Duren here in this inning. Don Lee's pitch is a curveball over. Strike 1, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It's in there, strike 2, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Now the delivery. Curveball outside, 2-2. A 2-2 count. the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a high drive down the right field line. Throneberry goes over into the corner and makes a running catch for the out. One away in the fifth inning. McDougald's fly ball down the right field line, short of the fence, just a few feet, caught by Faye Throneberry. Bobby Richardson hitting .250. Grounded to short in the second inning. Yankees leading 2-1 in the fifth. Right-hander Don Lee's pitch is swung on, bounced out to second. Consolo to his right, grabs it, throws to first in time. 2 away. Now Jesse Gonder will hit for Ryne Duren. Jesse Gonder, Gonder, left-handed hitting the rookie catcher. His contract was bought from Richmond. Lee's pitch swung on. There's the bouncer. Hit out to short. Grabbed by Versalles to flip the first in time. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. At the end of 4.5 innings of play. New York 2, Washington 1.
You like seafood? Well, the next time you're out and order seafood, make sure you ask for Ballantine Ale along with it. Because you'll find the big, big taste of Ballantine Ale adds extra zest to the delicate flavor of a broiled lobster, spicy shrimp curry, swordfish steak, any seafood on the menu. Refreshing, deeply satisfying, Ballantine Ale has been brewed for you to enjoy anytime, but especially at mealtime. This delicious, deep-flavored ale gets its big, big taste from Brewer's Gold, a rare strain of hops used exclusively in Ballantine's own true ale recipe. That's why Ballantine Ale is more than a thirst quencher, different than any beer. So why not try the big, big taste of Ballantine Ale with your lunch or dinner real soon and discover what a difference an ale makes.
Eli Gerba comes in to pitch for New York. Ryne Duren had a 4-inning workout, giving up 2 hits and 1 walk, all in the 4th inning. Struck out 7, allowed 1 run. Struck out the first 5 men he faced to tie the record. Held by Dazzy Vance, Lefty Gomez, Walter Johnson. Most strikeouts starting a game. Struck out Bertoia, Green, Killebrew, Lemon, and Throneberry before Battey grounded to short for the 3rd out in the 2nd inning. Ryne receiving some work tonight, starting test. KC, I'm wondering if he might shape up for use in the World Series. Third game both as a starter and a reliever. His plan was to work in about 5 innings tonight. He wants 4. And then to come back and use him in relief possibly twice. Certainly once, possibly twice before Sunday night. Zoilo Versalles leads off for Washington in the last of the 5th. Eli Gerba's pitch is in there. Strike 1. Yankees 2, Senators 1. Right-hander Eli Gerba making his 24th appearance. Delivers. Ball that's bounced to Richardson at third, right at the bag. He throws over to first in time. 1 away. Don Lee will be coming up. Lee's pitched very fine ball. He was overshadowed by the early spectacular pitching of Duren. Given up just 2 hits. A double and triple back-to-back by Long and Blanchard in the 2nd inning. Don Lee bats right-handed. Popped out in the 3rd inning to Bobby Richardson. Eli Gerba to the windup. In comes the pitch. Swung on. There's the top into very short right. McDougald goes out. Under it, makes the catch. Maris is just behind him. Two down, and here's Reno Bertoia. Struck out, single to center. Whitey Ford will work here tomorrow night. Yankees are home Friday night with the Red Sox, Saturday and Sunday afternoon. The pitch to Bertoia, fastball low, ball one. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Good there, strike one, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low outside, breaking stuff. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. And the 2-1 delivery. It's low, ball 3-1. Lenny Green is on deck. Bertoia takes a look at third base coach Alice Clary. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on, bounced toward short, charged by Kubek. With a big hop, he has it close to first in time. The side's retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. And at the end of 5 innings of play, the Yankees, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. The Senators, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 men left on base. We have an announcement of some importance concerning the World Series to give you very shortly. But in the meantime, may I tell you that football, I remind you, is here with us. After the World Series is over, the football Giants will have their home opener at the stadium Sunday, October 16th at 2:05. There will be 6 big National League games. Tickets are available at the stadium and at Grand Central ticket offices and the other football Giant offices. I'd also like to announce that the Gotham Bowl, New York's first postseason intercollegiate championship bowl game, will be played at Yankee Stadium Saturday afternoon, December 10th. Tickets will be available for the Gotham Bowl game in the very near future. As we get ready to move to the 6th inning, it will be the top of the New York order: Kubek, Lopez, and Merritt. Jim Pisoni has taken over from Mantle. Don Lee, who gave up a double long in the second, he scored on Blanchard's triple, and John scored in the relay in the third, hit him and bounced away. Has otherwise allowed only one man to reach base, Maris, who walked in the first inning. The right-hander to the windup, the pitch to Kubek is in there for a called strike. Tony batting .272. No balls, 1 strike. Now the pitch. It's inside, 1-1. A 1-1 count on Tony. Don Lee's delivery. Swung on, hit in the air to left field. Lemon drifts back and hauls it in. 1 down. Kubek has grounded out to first and taken a third strike in the first and third innings. Flies to left, open the 6th. Here's Hector Lopez, grounded to third in the first inning, lined to short in the third. Batting .284. New York leading 2-1 in the 6th inning. The pitch is curveball over, strike 1. Don Lee's got pretty good motion. He gives you the love of the sidearm. little bit of the underhand motion. Maris on deck, the bat boy alongside her, and is taking the practice swing. Here's the underhand pitch swung on and flashed foul out of play back at first. A 2-strike count on Lopez. Here's a 2-strike pitch swung on and grounded foul down the Crissetti. So gets a hand for a neat play. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swung on and fouled off out of play back at first. Had him reaching for that one. One ball, 2 strikes. Don Lee goes to the windup. Around comes the right arm. The pitch fastball is grounded foul down the first base line and through Ralph House. He was a catcher, not an infielder. Crissetti gets on him. Again the pitch. Swung on it, missed. Strike 3. Got him on a let-up curve. 6 strikeouts to Lee. Two away. 14 men in a row retired by Don Lee. Since Blanchard tripled back in the second inning. New York 2, Washington 1, 6th inning. Here's the delivery. Curveball over, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for ball 2, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Don Lee taking his time. He's looking right straight down to the ground. Now looks into the plate. Goes to the windup and the 2-1 pitch. Maris takes it outside for ball 3. One count. And the pitch. It's high outside for ball 4. Second walk issued by Lee. Both passes issued to Maris. And here's Jim Sassoni, who replaced Mantle in the field in the 4th inning. And Jim's nothing for 3. In the 6th, 2-1 New York. The pitch is in there, strike 1, underhand fastball. Lee into the stretch, checks the runner, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, throw down the first, Maris back. Battey keeps the stepping lively. Pretty good underhand motion he's got. Not full submarines, such as Carl Mays showed in his day. Now the pitch swung on, hits on the ground out to second, can follow up with it, flips on to Killebrew, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. At the end of 5.5 innings of play, New York 2, Washington 1.
At lunchtime, when you fans get together to talk over baseball scores or just business in general, that's when a bottle of cool, delicious Ballantine ale can taste mighty good. I'll tell you this, it sharpens your appetite, refreshes, really satisfies. And you'll find the big, big taste of Ballantine ale adds extra zest to any meal on the menu. Deep-flavored, delicious Ballantine ale with a big, big taste that comes from Brewer's Gold. This is a rare strain of hops used exclusively in Ballantine's own true ale recipe. Brewer's Gold makes Ballantine ale more than a thirst quencher, different than any beer. So what do you say? Enjoy the big, big taste of America's favorite ale anytime, but especially at mealtime, and see what a difference an ale makes. Ballantine ale with Brewer's Gold.
It's the last half of the 6th inning. Lenny Green will lead off, Harmon Killebrew on deck, and Jim Lemon to follow. Eli Gerber working on Lenny Green. The right-hander to the windup. The pitch is in there. Yankees 2, Senators 1, 6th inning. Gerber to the windup. The delivery of the left-hand batter is right over. 2-2, fastball. Lenny Green on the count of 2-2. Eli Gerber took over with the start of the 5th inning, goes to the windup, and the pitch changeup is lined down the right field line, foul by a foot. Count holds at 2-2. Harmon Killebrew on deck, Jim Lemon to follow. Two balls, 2 strikes. Green's had a pretty good year, hitting right at 300. The 2-2 delivery. High ball 3, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch. It's outside, ball 4. Lenny Green draws the walk, open the 6th inning. And the batter is Harmon Killebrew. Duren struck him out twice in the 1st and 4th innings. Ryne struck out 7 in the 4 innings he worked, striking out the first 5 men he faced. Throw over to first and Green's back. Green has stolen 21 bases. Eli Gerber to the stretch, throws over, and Green dives back in there. Gerber set. The pitch swung on and fouled to the left of the plate on the ground. Strike 1. A 1-strike count on Killebrew. Gerber delivers. High, ball 1, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gerber all set. Here's the pitch. In there, curveball, strike 2, 1-2. A 1-2 count on Harmon Killebrew. Lenny Green on first base. Nobody out. 6th inning. 2-1 New York. Gerber to the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's a drive to deep right. Maris going back toward the fence and right field and makes the catch just short of the ball. Green retreats to first base. Killebrew sent Maris to the right field wall to take his long drive. Killebrew's learning to hit that breaking pitch away from him to the opposite field. When he does that, he's really going to be a terror. Jim Lemon coming up. Struck out and singled to right. New York 2, Washington 1, 6th inning. Lenny Green leading away from first. Pitch to Lemon. Swung on and grounded foul down the third baseline. Strike 1. Anchors in on that right hind foot. Gerber looks in, gets the sign from Blanchard. Lenny Green leading away from first. Here's the pitch. And it's inside for a ball. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Outfield deep round the left. Bobby Richardson at third base guarding the line. Tony Kubek deep and over towards the third baseline. McDougald shedding right at second base. Ready for the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. And it's outside. Ball 2, 2-1. High and away. A 2-1 count. Two balls, 1 strike. Eli Gerber delivers to Jim Lemon. Curveball over. Strike 2, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Gerber to the stretch. Green leads away. Here's the pitch. And it's over. Called strike 3. Got him on a curveball over the outside corner. First strikeout for Gerber. And up comes Faye Throneberry. Struck out and walked. Now with 2 down, a steal situation is presented. Trailing by 1. Green, who has stolen 21 bases, will bear extra careful watching. Gerber gets the sign. Green leads away. Stretch. Throws over. He's back. Ball bounced out of the glove of Dale Long. Again the stretch by Gerber. Green with the lead. And the pitch. And it's low. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. A 1-0 count. Gerber getting the sign from Blanchard to the stretch. Green with the lead. Throws over and he just gets back. Matter of fact, he fired that ball over there. He might have had him. He sort of lobbed it over. Green again dances away. Another fast throw over, and he almost had him that time. He got back, grabbing the bag with a hand. Times asked for by Lenny Green. Fell down in the dust and got up all covered with confusion. The dust off the uniform, and we're set to continue. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Lenny Green leading away. Gerber to the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. And apparently Throneberry thought Green was going because he swung at a ball way outside. Deliberately. You could see that. He just stopped at it. He's obviously trying to protect the runner. He thought he'd seen the steal sign. 1 ball, 1 strike. The stretch, Green with his lead. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled behind the plate, 1-2. A 1-2 count on Throneberry. 2-1 the score in New York. It's the 6th inning. Ball, 2 strikes. Gerber ready. And stepped off the rubber, and it looked as if Green might have had an idea of moving that time. He went to the extra step with his lead. Gerber gets his sign. Into the stretch. There he goes, and the pitcher swung on and missed the throw down. It was not necessary. It was a strikeout anyway. Kubek just took the ball. Trots off the field. A strikeout to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. At the end of 6 innings, the Yankees, 2 runs, 2 hits. No errors, 2 left on. Washington, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 4 left on. The New York Yankees will accept mail orders for World Series games at Yankee Stadium effective immediately. A limited number of box and reserved seats will go on sale by mail only. There will be no over-the-counter ticket sales. Mail orders will be limited to no more than 2 sets of World Series tickets per customer. Each set will consist of 3 tickets for the game scheduled at the stadium. This year, the series opens in Pittsburgh. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th games, and a 5th game is necessary, will be played at Yankee Stadium. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, October 8th, 9th, and 10th, providing there are no previous postponements. If the 5th game is not required, the necessary refunds will be made. World Series ticket orders will be accepted only from the Yankees' recognized home ticket territories. Ticket orders must be accompanied by a certified check, banker's cashier check, United States money order, or express money order. These are the only authorized methods acceptable to the Yankees, and no order will be honored if it is accompanied by any other type of payment. No telegraphic money orders can be accepted. The price of 2 box seats to the 3 World Series games at Yankee Stadium will be $63, $31.50 per box seat for the 3 games. And the price of 2 reserved seats for the series games at the stadium will be $44.10. Dale Long hits the first pitch as we go to the 7th inning on a line to right field. It's grabbed by Throneberry for the out. Federal and city admission taxes are included in those prices. A $1 fee for mailing and handling must be added to each order. Checks and money orders should be made payable to the New York Yankees, mailed to Yankee Stadium. Johnny Blanchard at bat. Hits the first pitch in the air, deep to right field. Throneberry goes over and makes the catch. 2 away. Any orders postmarked prior to this published announcement are being returned. All known regular quantity ticket buyers, including season box seat holders, combination plan ticket purchasers, and large order buyers, already have been sent applications, and their orders will naturally get priority. Gil McDougald at bat. The pitch from Don Lee is in there for a strike. 2 2-1 New York. It's the 7th inning. Long and Blanchard drive out to Throneberry. Lee's pitch to Gil, swung on, bounced out to second. Consolo up with it. Off balance, hits the first in time. And the side is retired. Only one Yankees reached base since the 2nd inning. Don Lee's retired 18 out of the last 19 batters. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. And at the end of 6.5 innings of play, New York 2, Washington 1. Standing room tickets at $4.20 each may be purchased in any quantity for a single game, not in sets, at Yankee Stadium, either by mail or at the stadium advance ticket office. Please specify the game and date desired when ordering standing room tickets. All remaining standing room tickets will be sold the day of the game at Yankee Stadium. Bleacher seats at $2.10 will be available only the day of each game at the stadium. Always available everywhere, Ballantine Ale with a big, big taste. Only Ballantine Ale gives you the big, big taste. It comes from Brewer's Gold, a rare strain of hops used exclusively in Ballantine's own true ale recipe. You'll find a cool, green bottle of Ballantine Ale tastes mighty good anytime, but for added pleasure, see how well the big, big taste goes with your lunch or dinner. And then you'll agree Ballantine Ale is more than a thirst quencher, different than any beer. To make sure you discover what a difference an ale makes, Ballantine Ale with Brewer's Gold. Earl Battey leads off in the last of the 7th. Two to 1 New York. Battey grounded to short and walked. Eli Gerber's pitch to a little outside, ball 1. Billy Consolo is on deck, and Zoilo Versalles scheduled to follow. The next pitch is outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Battey takes a look at Ellis Clary and get his sign. Balls, no strikes. Now the pitch. It's high, ball 3, 3-0. Center to both ends, Stacey. A left-hander and a right-hander. Here's the pitch to Battey. It's over, strike 1. Jim Cott, the left-hander. Sadowski, the right-hander. A 3-1 count on Earl Battey. Gerber's pitch. It's over, strike 2, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded foul, back to first. Count remains 3-2. Full count. Eli Gerber, who has been in there since the 5th inning. Ryne Duren works the first 4. Ready for the 3-2 pitch to Earl Battey. Here it is, and it's high for ball 4. Battey gets the walk. Second walk given up by Gerber, who's also struck out a pair. Billy Consolo is the batter. The pitch is bunted, and Richardson makes the play to McDougald. The sacrifice. Consolo is out. Richardson to McDougald, who covered first. Now we have a pinch hitter for Zoilo Versalles. And it's going to be Julio Becker. Julio Becker. Becker will hit for Versalles. Becker, left-hand batter, hitting .256. Eli Gerber to the stretch, and the pitch. High, ball one. Whether or not Don Lee remains in the game conceivably could depend on what Becker does. Elmer Ballo is getting ready to grab the bat, come out, with Lee due up next. Eli Gerber ready. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the left of the plate, out of play. A 1-1 count. One strike. Earl Battey leading away from second base. 2-1 New York, 7th inning. Eli Gerber ready. Here's the pitch, and Becker swings and lifts the foul out of play to the left of the plate. A 1-2 count. One ball, two strikes. Johnny Blanchard giving a sign now to Gerber. Julio Becker batting for Zoilo Versalles. Battey moves off second. Now the pitch. And it's high for a ball. 2-2. A 2-2 count. Julio Becker, who has good power at all fields. Eli Gerber standing his back to the plate at the moment, rubbing up the ball. Knight turns around, looks in. Battey on second. Gerber to the stretch. Here's the pitch to Becker. He swings on a ball that bounced into the dirt, but he foul tipped it. Now that's an odd one. I've never seen, I don't recall having seen a man foul tip the ball he swung at to hit the dirt first. Count remains 2-2. They were anxious and went for the bad pitch, but foul tipped it. Fouled it. Two balls, two strikes. Gerber to the stretch. Battey leads off second. One out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. A 2-2 count. Julio Becker batting for Zoilo Versalles. Gerber gets the sign from Blanchard to the stretch. Checks the runner leading off second, Earl Battey. Here's the pitch, swung on. There's a fly ball in the short center. Coming on fast is Sassoni, and he one-hands it. Throw to second base, too late. Battey got back. Beautiful running one-hand catch by Jim Fazzoni. Playing deep center, came racing in. Caught the ball in very short center. 2 away, and now that forces Don Lee out, and Elmer Vallow will come up to bat for him. Elmer Vallow. Vallow set a new Senators Major League record. In New York the other day for most pinch hit appearances. It's the 82nd game that he's appeared. And been charged with 66 times at bat. Elmer Vallow batting for Don Lee. Earl Battey on second. New York 2, Washington 1. Eli Gerber into the stretch. And the pitch to the left-hand batter is into the dirt. Ball 1. A 1-0 count. Vallow's had 17 hits. Eli Gerber ready. And the pitch. It's in there for a strike. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Battey moves off second. Eli Gerber delivers, and Vallow swings and bounces it to short. Up with it is Kubek. The throw on over to long in time, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on. Down to 7 innings. The Yankees 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. Washington 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on. We pause for station identification.
At 1460 on your radio dial, this is Quality Modern, WOKO in Albany, New York. WOKO time, 3 minutes past 10 o'clock.
You know, there's nothing like a glass of cool Ballantine ale, and it teams up with any of your favorite meals. Try the big taste of Ballantine ale to see what a difference an ale makes. We are indebted to the folks here, the concessionaires, part of the ball club run by Mr. Robertson. His wife sitting in the club box over our left is Arlita Robertson, is a great Yankee fan, and married somebody that with the Washington Ball Club from Wilson, New York, where her parents listen to Yankee games all the time. Mr. And Mrs. Zebo. It's up near Buffalo. Then make sure when the game's over we have Ballantine ale. As we get ready to move into the 8th inning, Julio Becker stays in the game. He batted for Versalles. And coming in to pitch is Ted Sadowski, a right-hander, making his 9th appearance. Billy Consolo goes to short. Reno Bertoia to second. Killebrew moves from first to third. Baltimore beat Boston today, 17-3. Brown the winner, DeLocke the loser. Brandt won on, Adair, Hampton won on, homering for the Orioles. Healy for Boston. Tonight, Detroit at Chicago, scoreless at the end of 3 innings. Money and win. Cleveland, Kansas City, the later start. In the National League, Pittsburgh 3, Cincinnati 1 into the 6th innings. Cheney against Perky. Pitch spirited a 3-run homer in the 1st inning. Philadelphia 5, Milwaukee 3, 10 of 7 innings. Farrell for Roberts in the 8th. Schaive for Jay in the 7th. Crandall homered in the 5th with 1 on. Cubs, Giants, Cards, Dodgers, West Coast starting time. Bill Skowron comes up to pinch hit for Bobby Richardson in the 8th inning. Ted Sadowski's pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. Skowron Batting for Richardson. The relief right-hander to the windup, and the pitch swung on. There's a high fly ball to deep left. There goes Lemon digging, and the ball is going to go over the fence for a home run for Moose Gowan as Lemon leaped and couldn't get the ball. A pinch hit home run for the Moose. A high drive down the left field line that cleared the barrier inside the foul pole. Gowan getting a pinch hit homer. And it's 3-1 New York. Bill Gowan getting his 26th homer and 90th run batted in. He was hitting .307, boosted his average up a couple points. The Yankees' third hit, all extra bases. Double, a triple, and a homer. Now Berra is hitting for Gerba. Sadowski pitch to Yogi, in there for a strike. Berra hitting .280. The pitch to Yogi swung on. There's a drive into center, but it is going to be caught by Lenny Green. He makes the catch. One away. Darren Comer was the Yankees' 187th. They need 3 more to tie their own major American League team total of 190. The Major League record, Reds and Giants, 221. Tony Kubek grounded to first, took a third strike, and flied to left. Hitting .271. New York 3, Washington 1, the 8th inning. Sadowski's pitch to Tony, inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the delivery. In there, strike 1, 1-1. .25-year-old Ted Sadowski, replacing Don Lee, who pitched 2-hit ball for 7 innings. The 1-1 pitch. Kubek swings and lines it out into right field for a base hit. The throw comes quickly in from Throneberry. Kubek lines a single to right. Up comes Hector Lopez, who grounded to third, lined to short, and struck out. Don Lee, in 7 innings, allowed 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 6 men, allowed 2 runs. Long doubled in the second, scored on Blanchard's follow-up triple, and Blanchard continued on home when the relay ends, hit him sliding in the third and bounded away. The pitch is outside, ball 1. New York, 8th inning. The right-hander delivers, and the pitch is outside. Ball 2. Kubek bluffing, breaks toward second. A 2-0 count now on Hector Lopez. Roger Maris on deck. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch. It's inside for ball 3. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 4. Lopez walks, moving Kubek to second. And with Maris coming out, Cook will have the go, comes out of the dugout. And you're going to bring a left-hander in. Maybe Jim Cott, who was warming up. Jim Cott will come in to replace Sadowski. Sadowski He worked a third of an inning, giving up 2 hits, 1 walk, no strikeout. So far, 1 run. And Ted Kopp has come in to pitch to Roger Maris. Jim Kopp. He's a radio TV executive by the name of Ted Kopp. That's Jim Kopp. Jim Kopp is a left-hander who earlier in the year beat the Yankees 5-4, April 27th, for his first major league win. And then in June he was opted out to Charleston and recalled September the 1st. That, by the way, is his only major league win. And off that performance, and as a result of the schedule break at the time, Ghetto sent Kopp back against the Yankees twice more, and he lost to them. On each occasion, he gave up home runs to Mantle. Once here and once in New York. He's got pretty good stuff. Just 21 years old. Sadowski departs and Kopp comes in. And boy from Holland, Michigan is 6'4", 205. We'll have the Ghetto talking with him. Cookie's done a magnificent job this year. He always has done a good job, but he's achieved unusually good results this season. A lot of rumors flying around about the identity of the next Giant manager, and his name has been put into the pot. He's come out that way. I don't know whether he would be considered. Don't know whether he would accept. On the other hand, I'm sure he might. And Jim Kopp warming up, and Roger Maris will find Tony Kubek on second and Hector Lopez on first. I will give you the World Series ticket information once more before this ball game is over. Jim Kopp taking his 8 warm-up pitches. Roger Maris walked in the first inning, lined the second and the third, and walked in the 6th. Batting 280. 1 run in the 8th inning on Skowron's pinch hit homer. Three to 1 New York. 1 out, 8th inning. Kubek on second, Lopez on first. Left-hander Jim Kopp to the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Strike 1. Jim Personi, who took over from Mantle early in the games, on deck. Jim Kopp to the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, the ground ball hit back through the middle, out over second for a base hit. Kubek turns third, comes in to score, and Lopez holds at second. Roger Maris singles to center. Scoring Kubek, driving in his 108th run. And here's Jim Personi up. It is 4 to 1 New York. Lopez on second, Maris on first. Jim Kopp to the stretch. The pitch to Personi. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Jim, in his one appearance, grounded out to second in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's a bouncer hit into the hole and through into left field for a base hit. Lopez turns third Comes on in to score. Maris gets back to second. He had rounded it. Lemon threw in behind him. Jim Pisoni singles to left. Scoring Lopez. And it is now 5-1 New York. 3 runs here in the 8th inning. Those 3 runs had charged to Sadowski. A few men aboard now, the responsibility of Cox, giving up 2 singles. And here's Dale Long, doubled, took a 3rd strike and flied to right. The pitch swung on, there's a hit to the box, the throw to second for 1 out, throw back on his first, double play. Dale Long hit back to the box. Consolo took the throw and threw on the first to double up Long. 3 runs for New York. 4 hits. No errors for Washington. 1 Yankee left on. And at the end of 7.5 innings, New York 5, Washington 1. You know, we're always talking about home plate. But let me say this to you. Next to any home plate, you can't make a better choice than a glass of cool, delicious Ballantine ale. Because no other drink goes so well with that good home cooking as Ballantine ale with the big taste that comes from Brewer's Gold. This is a rare strain of hops used exclusively in Ballantine's own true ale recipe. You'll find Brewer's Gold makes Ballantine ale more than a thirst quencher, different than any beer. A drink that's refreshing, deeply satisfying anytime, but a special treat at mealtime. So see how the big taste sharpens your appetite, adds extra zest to fine food. Discover what a difference an ale makes. Ballantine ale with Brewer's Gold. Bob Curley is coming in. Bob scheduled to work Saturday, but is coming in tonight. And Elston Howard has gone back to the plate. Fleet Boyer to third base. Luis Arroyo is warming up out there now. Eli Gerber went 3 innings and doesn't allow any hits. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Didn't allow any runs. Ryne Duren in 4 innings allowed 2 hits and 1 run. He walked 2 men with 2 on and 2 out, forced a run in. He struck out the first 5 men he faced. Started the game. 5-1 now. New York. It's the last of the 8th, and it's the top of the Senator order. Reno Bertoia with Lenny Green on deck and Harmon Killebrew to follow. Bertoia struck out, single to center, and grounded to short. Bob Curley to the windup, and the pitch outside, ball 1. Curley last worked against Boston September the 23rd. Won the game 5-1. Went 7 innings. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back out of play. One ball, 1 strike. Swings to his windup. Here's the pitch. Low fastball. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Curley looking for the sign from Elston Howard. Into the windup, and the pitch on its way to Bertoia, swung on and fouled at the plate. 2-2. The ball spun up into the air off the foot of Bertoia, and he grabbed it. A 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball is over. Called strike 3. Curley got the fastball over around the knees. Now Lenny Green struck out in the first inning, lined to center in the fourth, and drew a walk in the sixth. Batting .299. New York 5, Washington 1. It's the 8th inning. Curley's delivery. In there, strike 1. Up around the letters. About a 3/4 speed pitch. Outfield playing a little toward left for Green, and center and left, straightaway right. Curley's pitch on its way is high, and the count's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. One strike on Lenny Green. Bob Curley's delivery. Fastball is inside, around the knees, 2-1. Harmon Killebrew to follow. Two balls, 1 strike. Curley's 2-1 pitch. It's low, ball 3, 3-1. A 3-1 count. And the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul behind the plate. Howard moves back towards the screen, and he's got it. Green fouls out to Howard. Not too much room between home plate and the screen here. Up comes Harmon Killebrew. Struck out in the first inning and the fourth inning. Duren pitching for time. Hit a long fly ball to right field in the sixth inning off Gerba. Batting .280. Jim Lemon on deck. Curley's pitch to Killebrew. Curveball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. The 1-0 pitch to Killebrew. Fastball low, 2-0. No strike. Bob Curley goes into the windup. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch swung on at the high fly ball down the left field line, going foul, and Lopez keeps trying and makes a one-hand catch in foul territory. He kept after it. Sides retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. They gave Killebrew the green light. At the end of at the end of 8 complete innings, the Yankees, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 3 left on. Washington, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, and 5 men left on base. Tigers and White Sox are scoreless at the end of 4.5 innings. Bunning and wins. While the Orioles beat the Red Sox this afternoon 17-3. Brown the winner, DeLocke the loser. Brandt went on, Adair, Hansen went on, homering for the Orioles, Seeley for Boston. The Orioles and White Sox were deadlocked for second place at the start of tonight's action. So the White Sox will have to win to stay with them for second place at the moment. Kansas City 2, Cleveland nothing at the end of the first inning. Herbert and Latman. Senators and the Indians battling for fourth place. The Indians owning a 1.5 advantage at present. In the National League, Cincinnati 3, Pittsburgh 3, end of 7 innings. Orlando Pena came in to relieve Bob Perky in the 7th. Tom Chaney working for the Pirates. Dick Stewart homered in the first with 2 on. Philadelphia 5, Milwaukee 3, end of 8 innings. Farrell relieved Roberts in the 8th. Schaive relieved Jay in the 7th. Crandall homered in the 5th with 1 on. Cubs, Giants, Cardinals, Dodgers, coach time start. In the 9th inning, the Yankees seeking 11th win in a row. Senators seeking to break a losing streak. Elston Howard comes up. Howard's first appearance, having relieved Blanchard back to the plate in the 8th inning. Left-hander Jim Cott's pitch, swung on and missed, strike 1. Elston Howard, batting .246. 5-1 New York, first of the 9th. Jim Cott to the windup, and the pitch is high and away, skipped by Battey. Gil McDougald on deck. Here's the pitch, high and away, 2-1. New York 5, Washington 1. It's the 9th inning. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, hit sharply to short, back to Consolo up. He handles it, throws to first in time. And there's one away. Now up comes Gil McDougald. Blanchard had tripled, struck out, slide to right in his 3 appearances. McDougald grounded to short, slide to right, and grounded to second. Jim Cott goes to the windup. Round comes the left arm. The pitch is low and inside. Ball 1. That was a wicked shot that Howard hit out there. Consolo caught it in the breadbasket on that one hop. Backed him up a step. Winded him briefly. The 1-0 pitch. It's over. Strike 1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the 9th inning. 5-1 New York. Here's the pitch. Swung on, so they chop off the plate towards third. They let the ball roll, and it goes foul. Bob Stewart came running down from home plate and hollered foul. And with the fans not hollering much, you could hear him. Almost downtown. You got Frank Humont grinning. You could probably have heard Billy Consolo running over from the short, hollering that Killebrew let the ball go. 1 ball, 2 strikes on McDougald. Now the pitch on the way. Curveball over, called strike 3. 2 away in the 9th. And the batter will be Cleet Boyer. Cletus Boyer, hitting .236. Cleet's had 13 homers this year and 42 runs batted in. Jim Cott's pitch. Swung on, lined out into right center for a base hit. And when the ball is bobbled momentarily by Throneberry, Boyer goes into second. is lined into right center. Straight turn first. Throneberry bobbled the ball momentarily. Would you check to see if they called that a double? Here's Bob Curley coming up. Two down in the ninth, 5-1 New York. Jim Cott into the stretch. Now the delivery to Curley. Swung on, the little hopper to the pitcher. He grabs it, throws on to first base in time. And the side is retired. He scored for your single, or rather, a drive to right center, a double. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one left on. At the end of 8.5 innings, New York 5, Washington 1. In the last of the ninth, it'll be Jim Lemon, Faye Throneberry, and Earl Battey. Next time you're eating out and decide to treat yourself to a thick, juicy steak, why not go a little bit further and treat yourself to a cool, green bottle of Ballantine Ale with your steak? You'll find no other drink goes as well with any of your mealtime favorites as Ballantine Ale, because it's the only drink that gives you the big, big taste that comes from Brewer's Gold. Ballantine's an ale with a refreshingly different, deeply satisfying taste all its own. So enjoyable anytime, but an added pleasure at mealtime. So make sure you discover why Ballantine Ale is more than a thirst quencher, different than any beer. Treat yourself to its big, big taste with your lunch or dinner or that snack, and see what a difference an ale makes. Ballantine Ale with Brewer's Gold. We will give you the World Series ticket information at the end of the game. And we'll repeat it. Jim Lemon, leading off in the last of the ninth, struck out in the second, singled to right in the fourth, and took a third strike in the sixth. For you late tuners in, Ryne Duren started tonight, went 4 innings, and gave up 2 hits and 1 run. Struck out the first 5 men he faced. Gerber in 3 innings, didn't allow a hit or a run. Curley worked the 8th and got 3 men out. Of the 3 he faced. Pitch is in there for a strike. Jim Lemon, batting .267. Curley's pitch, low outside for a ball, curveball. Ralph Terry limbering up in the Yankee bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is swung on, sliced high, a pop into short right. McDougald goes out, and Gil makes the catch. 1 away in the 9th inning. Here's Faye Throneberry, struck out, walked, and struck out. Faye Throneberry, left-hand hitter, batting .250. Curley's pitch on the way is high, ball 1. Earl Battey on deck. The 2-strike pitch. Swung on and foul back. I don't mean the 2-strike pitch. I mean the 1-0 pitch. A 1-1 count on Faye Throneberry. Here's the pitch. Foul back, out of play. 1-2. Philadelphia game over. about Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Curly's pitch on the way is low and inside. 2-2 count. Balls, 2 strikes. Curly delivers, and Throneberry swings and grounds it back through the middle in the center for a base hit. Throneberry holds up after the turn. Jim Sassoni tosses the ball back in. And that's the Senators' 3rd hit. He got 2 hits in the 4th inning. Bertoia and Lemon. And Throneberry and Battey walked, 4th in a run. Earl Battey grounded to short and walked twice. Right-hand batter, hitting .271. Curly to the stretch. They pitch to Battey. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Philadelphia beat Milwaukee 5-3. Roberts the winner and Jay the loser. Here's the pitch to Battey. Slow curve outside. A 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. New York 5, Washington 1. It's the last of the 9th. Throneberry moves off first. Bob Curly to the stretch. Here's the pitch to Battey. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2. Billy Consollo on deck. Don Mincher, though, is at the bat rack. A 1-2 count. Now the pitch. Sinmare caught, strike 3. Battey caught looking. Don Mincher will come up and hit for Consollo. Mincher batting for Consollo. Started the season with the Senators, was optioned out, recently recalled, hitting .244. Mincher, left-hand hitter. Julio Becker on deck. 2 outs, Throneberry on first. 5-1 New York, 9th inning. The pitch is high outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Curly ready. Checks the runner, Throneberry. Here's the pitch to Mincher. Ball low, 2-0. It was a fastball. Ready for the 2-0 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Strike 1, 2-1. Balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 2-2. The last of the 9th inning. 2 strikes. Bob Curley's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and the ball game is over. The Yankees win it 5-1 and win their 11th consecutive game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Bob Curley, who came in the last inning, strikes out 3 men. Gerber struck out 2, and Duren 7. I'll give you the totals in a moment. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy the big taste of a cool golden glass of Ballantine Ale that comes from Brewer's Gold. It's the genuine, so better make sure you got a good supply of Ballantine Ale before our next game. Here's the World Series ticket information, and then we'll go to the totals. The New York Yankees will accept mail orders for World Series games at Yankee Stadium effective immediately. A limited number of box and reserved seats will go on sale by mail only. By mail only. There will be no over-the-counter ticket sales. Mail orders will be limited to no more than 2 sets per customer. As you know, they're sold in strips. You buy a ticket to the 3 games scheduled for Yankee Stadium, games 3, 4, and 5 if necessary. If a 5th game is not played, the money will be refunded, and the instructions are there on the ticket. When you speak of a set, you mean 1 ticket for each of those 3 games. Now, 2 sets per customer. Each set consists of 3 tickets for the games scheduled to the stadium. This year, the series opens in Pittsburgh, 3rd, 4th, and 5th games at Yankee Stadium. Games 3, 4, and 5 scheduled for October 8, 9, and 10. If there is rain, of course, the games are postponed, but they remain games number 3, 4, and 5 if necessary. World Series ticket orders will be accepted only from the Yankees' recognized home ticket territory. Ticket orders must be accompanied by a certified check, banker's cashier check, United States money order, or express money order. These are the only authorized methods acceptable to the Yankees, and no order will be honored if it is accompanied by any other type of payment. No telegraphic money orders can be accepted. The price of 2 box seats to each World Series game at Yankee Stadium will be $63. That's $31.50 per box seat for the 3 games, or $10.50 per game. But you must buy them in the strips and the set the set or a strip consisting of the 3 games, games 3, 4, and 5. Now, that's $63 total for 2 box seats. The price of 2 reserved seats to the series games at the stadium will be $44.10. Federal and city admission taxes are included. A $1 fee for mailing and handling must be added to each order. Checks and money orders should be made payable to the New York Yankees and mailed to Yankee Stadium. Any orders postmarked prior to this published announcement are being returned. All known regular quantity ticket buyers, including season box holders, combination plan ticket purchasers, and large order buyers, already have been sent applications, and these orders naturally get priority. Standing room tickets at $4.20 each may be purchased in any quantity for single games at Yankee Stadium, either by mail or at the stadium advance ticket office. Please specify game and date desired when ordering standing room tickets. All remaining standing room tickets will be sold the day of the game at Yankee Stadium. And bleacher seats at $2.10 will be available only the day of each game at the stadium. The totals of tonight's game, the Yankees 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 4 men left on base. Washington, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, and 6 men left on. Ryne Duren started, went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits and 1 run, struck out 7, walked 2. Struck out the first 5 men he faced to tie the Major League record of most strikeouts in a game started by pitchers, joining Dazzy Vance, Lefty Gomez, and Walter Johnson. Eli Gerber came on in the 5th inning, worked 3 innings, and walked 2, struck out 2, didn't allow a hit or a run. And Curley came on in the 8th inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs, and struck out 3. The winning pitcher is Eli Gerber. He wins his 6th game. He's lost 4. The losing pitcher is Don Lee, who went 7 innings, allowed only 2 hits. In the 2nd inning, Long doubled, Blanchard tripled. Long scored, and Blanchard scored when the relay to third hit him and bounced away. And that was all for New York until the 8th inning, after Lee had been removed for pinch hitters. Skowron batted for Richardson against Sadowski and homered. Kubek singled, Lopez walked, and Cott came in to pitch to Maris a single to run home, and then to Sony single to run home.
Well, that winds up another Valentine baseball broadcast. Tune in for more baseball tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. For now, this is Bill Tracy saying so long for Mel Allen, Phil Rizzuto, Patsy McFarland, and Pappy Durkin. And saying that's it for now from the Atlantic Refining Company.